Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-Ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers offense will start this game off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs. They're probably watching him come on the field right now.
He's going to take a shot right away. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Blue Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Blue Devils. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Gets it out quickly. Made a defender miss. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Collins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown LSU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going for it all. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. And after after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Running behind that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The snap sets up the throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give on the inside. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Collins. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they'll knock him down.
Decision time for this offense. 4th down, Palmer. The home crowd, you know they want to go for it. They're going to be chanting. They're going to be excited. They need a reason to get on their feet.
And I like it because the head coach sending a clear message to his team. We are going to be aggressive.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 27-10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You got to have that defense you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Hurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll throw it on 1st down. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry up. to the air on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Second down after that incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pass is intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Gets it out fast. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got him downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fair catch called for and made. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Collins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. 35-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way.
Going for the big play. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wide receiver shows motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Watkins. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This offense has a second down play. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Getting some heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Dances away again. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Running back searching for a hole. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Collins. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got it. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. The Blue Devils are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for a deep man. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense in an empty set. He wants to throw it. Now improvising. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed on.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. DB's right up on the receivers. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
And he's thrown another interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better.
And he's running in the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Complete downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his big tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now.
Touchdown, Duke! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the reasons this this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to run it in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it down the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They're trying to get to it. And he's got it inside the 20. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second down coming up. Now they'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game.